Hello, this is JT and Bex. My name's JT.
My name's Bex.
And welcome to Lyfcraft Episode 8. We're on Episode 8.
Amazing.
Isn't that cool? Yes, I'm amazed. We actually made it this far. So, hey Bex.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm okay. A little bit tired, but yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, we've had a pretty rough couple of weeks, feeling all sorts of icky bad, no well. The kids were on half term, they made us sick, and yeah, I think we're still recovering. I have a bit of a sore throat, can you tell? Can you see? My throat is so sore. Yeah, and yeah, we're generally tired because kids do that to people. But anyway, enough of that, we're moving on. What have we got today, Bex?
Well, obviously a bit of a tour might be good. I think we've now actually finished our base, so we did that while we weren't well. We have a storage room here, which you've done. That's Impulse's design, and we have a storage system here, which I've done, and this is Cub Fan's version 2 of the Shulker box storage system.
Oh, very fancy, super fancy.
And since like red and grey are like my favourite colours, this is the colour for our room and our main entrance as well, because this is how we get down from the main base, and our portal's been moved as well down there.
Oh, yeah, I love the purple. Actually, I really like that purple. Kind of reminds me of chocolate. Reminds me of the Cadbury's chocolate.
Yeah, it's quite
what
nice.
else did we do? It's just a quick little sort of update as to all the stuff that we have been doing. Over here, we've cleared out this
I'm waiting over here.
You're what?
I'm waiting over here. You said, what have we been doing? There's a wee, it's nothing fancy, like, but it's a wee farm, like a wee vine farm here. Infinite water source over here. This is where we're going to be, like, brewing our potions and stuff. Our flower farm had to be moved here as well. And this just looks a little bit fancy.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, everyone has seen all of this stuff. But you've been working down here.
Yes, I have. We have stuck in a wheat farmer now, and we'll move that yellow bit of concrete at some point. That was a mistake. We had a farmer issue and had to break in, and I didn't have glass to put back in that spot. But this guy's working laboriously away, very hard. The super smelter area has kind of been tidied and prettied up by Bex a little bit, so it's all looking pretty super funky.
Yeah. Did you notice the window here? I actually thought it might be cool to sort of see a bit of the redstone.
Oh, yeah.
Because redstone's
like
kind of, you know, unnatural to me.
No, I understand. It is. It's fairly cool. I always use the polished granite when I'm sort of going, you know, redstoney bits go here, but obviously that's only working for stuff you're not normally supposed to see.
Yeah,
but
and that's
the
honest, pumpkin and melon farm here, all prettied up.
Yeah, we have off switches on all of these
cool.
farms, so the collection system is off. If I was to flick it on like so, you'll see that the minecart goes along and starts picking up all the stuff, starts to disappear, and it gets dispensed into the aqueducts that are running beneath our feet. Which
yes, you worked really hard on this. Oh, I can't even see it.
You know what? I think.
Whereabouts is it?
Right here. Yeah, just down here. So
there we go.
So you can see I'm still working on it because I'm still having a few little issues with regards to stuff getting stuck, like here, but not as much as it was. So what happens is a lot of things will get thrown into droppers, which then go into dispensers and then chucked out one at a time into the water streams, and it all leads to the storage system. Yes,
there's loads of pumpkin and melons coming out here.
Yeah, I'm not overly surprised. It's been off for a while. I have the carrots keep getting stuck here. I know it's a water flow issue. I could lower the floor down. I suppose that might fix a lot
to be honest, the rate these carrots are coming out, I don't think you need to worry.
I'm not overly worried. The one thing I do worry about though is if they gather up too much, you get a lot of entity issues, which causes a bit of lag. But so far, we've been able to work through that without too much to worry about.
Okay, you can cover this back over whenever you're ready. Back here, I just put a manual nether wart farm. So anything that we harvest, let me move this. Basically here, we put it in the shulker and it gets dispensed into the water stream. So that's really handy. And then here we have a fishing farm. So we've done a little bit of fishing, but not really that much. I think we maybe done a couple of hours and then got bored.
yeah, there's plenty of other things to be doing around the server.
Yeah, and this super fancy kelp farm in here for the super what do you call it? The smeltery thing.
Yeah, it's basically to make it's for fuel for our smelter system. So every 20 minutes or so, it's run on a cactus clock. A cactus grows into an observer, pops off, and then a new one will grow back. Every 20 minutes roughly that happens. These pop, float up to the surface either side, and then go through a water stream down also into the aqueducts. That took considerable length of time to actually figure the water streams out, because turns out we were a bit short of space at the side. But I got it sorted. I got it.
Yeah,
it works better than the carrots do.
Yeah. And we did a lot of diamond mining this week, especially when we weren't able to like play and record. We just went, you know what, we'll just clear out complete chunks. So we now have 63 diamond stacks and obviously 35 just loose. So basically a full stack of diamond blocks.
I know
Isn't
that.
that super cool?
Yeah, super cool. I know that 27 of those diamonds came from slime and trees. So I am actually working over at the tree farm on replenishing our stock a little bit, because we kind of have to.
Yes, didn't you forget as well? You have to go to your post box. Apparently, there's something there waiting for you if you want to go there now.
Oh, yeah, we'll go there now, and then we'll talk about it when we get there. Okay?
Okay. Yep, perfect.
Cool. So, here we are at the post office, and as you can see, my light is lit up. And inside we have sea lanterns, prismarine bricks, prismarine cooked cod, prismarine shards, a whole load of stuff to do with the Guardian farm, because that's what Friday night consisted of. 2 hours of us working through it. I think it was who did we have? We had BD, we had Vloop, we had Truckpipe, and the Colonel who headed up the project.
And Ozathoth was there as well.
Oh yes, and Ozathoth as well. And we took down a Guardian farm, we took down an ocean monument to make a Guardian farm. And
it was pretty crazy, wasn't it? Pretty crazy.
It really was pretty crazy. And basically on that note, I think we can launch into a long time lapse while we go over to the Modern District to discuss what we're doing next. So you guys will see us after the time lapse. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that little time lapse of us working on the Guardian farm. We only died a few times. So we're here in the modern district. We were picking out a spot where we're planning a one chunk modern build, and we discover our first wolf on the server, and Bex is going to try her luck. I will do that right once. And tame this little boyo. Okay. Catch him.
You don't want him, no?
I don't want him. No, you can have him. Yay!
That's my puppy now.
Hey, puppy. I'm not going to stroke you because you'll hurt me.
Yeah,
so,
don't.
Yes, the plan for what we are doing here is to pick a chunk and build it.
You wanted something with a nice view as well, so we're probably going to have to take down some of these trees. Now, I was actually just looking over here, and I really like the look of the mountaintop there with the snow and a couple of trees on it. It looks quite nice.
Well, that's kind of when I was sort of flying overhead. There's a mountain range here as well. As you said, I mean, some of the trees are going to have to come down. And this will be a modern area, so I would imagine a lot of the trees will come down.
Yeah.
If anyone needs a logging company to come deal with that, we know some people. So we were thinking maybe a sort of fairly flat chunk that we could work on the terrain a little bit, flatten it out to make it fit in. And something with a good view of the mountains. For those of you who don't know what a chunk is, it's a 16 by 16 square laid out. I have pressed F3G to highlight the chunk size for you guys. So this here inside the blue and yellow box is a chunk, and we're going to build a build within this boundary. Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess the first thing is, have we picked a chunk?
I really like this mountain here. Just need to figure out where we're going to build. This chunk here could be quite nice. If you imagine a wee house here.
I think it's actually got a good view of both ranges. Once the trees go down here, I think it's going to look really well. There'll be a good view of both ranges. So I think this chunk here.
This is our chunk?
This is our chunk. Don't fill it in because otherwise I'll get lost. Yes, that'll do. So the first thing we've got to do is take down some of this trees.
Possibly flatten it out as well.
Yep, flatten it out. So I guess, where do we start?
I guess we'll get some of that done. Yeah, and of course we can add the wood to our shop, wouldn't we?
Oh, of course, yeah, we're a logging company. That's part of our job. We're just providing a service. So once we got the trees done, and once we've got some of the ground leveled out a little bit, we'll come back. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Right, this area has been cleared now, so we've decided this is definitely going to be where our one chunk build is. As you can see the lines here, we have to stay within these lines for the build to work. Now, what I thought would be really cool is if, imagine there was a street or a road down this way, and our chunk starts here. So I thought maybe it would be nice to have it sort of risen up, like that there. So you'd have maybe like a stairwell that goes into your actual building, which means you'd have a bit of a garden maybe here at the front.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. So sort of it would cut off maybe here, and then the front door would the front door be here maybe? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking anyway. Okay, so this would all be sort of raised up, and I just thought it would look really nice. Imagine you'd have the house like this here.
Yeah.
And then this would be the garden.
Okay, cool. No, I like the sound of this. We are kind of winging this. We don't really have a design in mind. But we just thought we'd wing it. Do we have any special tips for people building like this? Is there anything you would sort of suggest for how people get started?
Well, no, technically no. I just tend to put bricks down and stuff, and then I just decide from there if I like the look of it. Now, I'm telling you right now, I don't like the look of this because it needs to be, it's 2, 1 square and then 2 square. I would say I like things to be consistent. So if you're having a stairwell of 2, then this would need to be 2, and then this would need to be 2, and then your door would start here.
All right, okay, cool.
But some people do recommend building in like dirt or something first, and
like
then
a framework, like a skeleton almost. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
or doing something in creative as well would be really, really helpful. But I don't know. I find when I'm working on creative mode, I find it helpful just to build things and then see where it takes me.
Well, that's it. I mean, it's good to wing it. I think part of the thing is our creative world is flat, and we have a bit of a raise and dip here, so it's kind of harder to work with that sort of feeling in the creative world,
Yeah.
So being out here doing this live is
it is tricky. It's the same as landscaping as well. People want to know, how do you landscape? Now, I
Yes.
love landscaping. You know me. I absolutely love it. But the problem is, whenever you're landscaping, you just sort of have to look at it and sort of say, does this feel right to me? And you
Right.
can't really tell people how to, do that. They just have to look at it and say, is this right or not?
Right, so we've got the walls up here, as you can see, and we've got some windows put in. Bex is just working on putting the ceiling in on the ground floor. We may have another floor going on top.
I think we will, definitely, yeah. I'm just adding in a wee bit of detail here from the front door. And I'm going to continue around the back of the house. I might need you to water it, though.
Yeah, I can do that. I have my bucket.
Awesome, thank you. I just love these modern sort of strips of, some people have like wood logs on their houses. I quite like the different colours of concrete. Although I did add some wood over here for just a bit of a shelter as you're coming out the back door. The interior on this is going to be quite tricky because obviously if it's a one chunk build, it's going to be quite small. So this could be like a living kitchen, sort of, what do you call it, dining kitchen room thing.
Yeah, it could be like a studio apartment. You would have where you would have pretty much everything in the same room. You'd have a kitchen separated by a little island or something, and then you'd have a sofa and a bed or something. Something like that. I could.
Do you know what I'm thinking?
Yes.
I'm gonna
no,
leave
I don't actually.
this. Well, yeah, you don't know. I'm gonna leave this. Oh, have you any more wood?
I do.
I like that strip. You could maybe put some shelves up there with quartz slabs and stuff. But I thought this here. Yeah, have you got quartz?
I brought quartz with me.
Awesome. If you could put some slabs in, make I'm gonna take this out. Make wee shelves there, and possibly add stairs as well for me, and then we can try and figure out where the upstairs is going.
Yeah, no problem. We'll do that.
So I have the stairs starting from here, and then it sort of gets flat and then it goes up this way. Does that make sense?
Does that look okay?
That looks fab. Yeah.
Yep.
I like that.
Good.
Do you know what I mean about the stairs? Like you go up and around? Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Do you know what? I've suddenly had a little thought of what we could put in here.
Yeah?
Armor stands. Fancy armor stands, with stuff
to
on
put
them,
stuff on the shelves. Yeah, that would look fantastic.
Yeah, I think so. We could have little plant pots or something. We'll figure it out. I kind of feel like I want to work on this little garden thing here. I want to put a little bit of hedgerow in and stuff.
Oh, can I have the quartz then? I'll do the stairs.
It's in the shulker. There's a load of quartz in the shulker. I used all the slabs. I amazingly picked out the right amount of quartz to make 6 slabs.
Oh, actually.
Shelves.
Oh,
See?
Right, okay. It's raw. Right, okay, I have to figure this out. Block of quartz.
It's pretty easy.
Yes, it's you.
So yeah, we're using oak leaves as our little hedgerow. I guess we got to consider how people are getting in. Actually, no, I don't think we do. I don't think we need to worry about that too much. Should we have the hedge going all the way around, or
yes,
do you know what?
Do.
I'm gonna have the hedge going all the way. Yeah, we'll leave that bit at the back for now because maybe have that as a little back sort of alleyway kind of thing for when they want to get their bins out, because everyone has to think about these things when they're building houses. How do they get the bins out?
How do they get their bins out?
Because these days the bin men don't do it for you. You have to do it all yourself. It's not like when I were a lad. When the bin men would come and take your bins away and shake your hand and smile nicely. No, these days they're all like, here, your bin's not right, your lid's not closed, and it's all terrible.
All sorts of stressful stuff.
I wish there were other better lighting solutions with regards to Minecraft. There's a couple of things really that kind of bugs me. The fact that you have to have things lit up. And you can't have it lit up properly. If you want your builds to be mob free, they have to be 100% lit 100% of the time. And sometimes a bit of ambient lighting looks better than in 100% lighting, if you understand. If there's too much light, it takes away from a build. I like my builds to look nice at night. Wow, nice at night. Yes, there we go. As well, and having it lit up like a Christmas tree just isn't right. Well, there we go. I think we finally got the exterior mostly done. We'll probably pretty it up a little bit more off camera, but as you can see, it's looking pretty good. As I just come in for a little landing, having scooted around the building. So we'll tidy up the exterior off camera, and in the next episode we shall work a bit on the interior. How does that sound, Bex?
No, it sounds perfect. I'm not 100% sure what we're really doing with the place, because it was just a let's throw bricks down and see how it goes, and yeah. Well, I mean, you know what? It worked out in the end. I like it. I love this bit up here in the little balcony, and I think the view is going to be amazing. I mean, we could work on a couple of other builds around it just to make the area look a bit more populated. That's always a possibility. Yeah, maybe use the same blocks as well, so it sort of fits a bit better.
Exactly.
I've
make a
removed
little
this
neighborhood.
Here. I think that's
fine.
Better.
No, that's fine. We could make a little neighborhood. I think that would look quite cool, actually, having a sort of general neighborhood of all similar houses, maybe some with swimming pools or some slightly bigger and stuff. I think it would look very good.
I'd love to do a swimming pool.
Well, that's all possible.
Maybe next time we could do like a 2-chunk build, just so we could fit that in.
Yeah, absolutely. We could do that. We could do a bit more over here towards the mountain. Sounds good. But I guess that's it for this episode. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. If you like this episode, make sure you leave a like. And if you really enjoyed this episode, consider subscribing if you haven't already. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that you get notified every time we release a new episode. We have a couple of more ideas coming up for other things we're going to be doing, so keep your eye open for that. As always, we'd appreciate a comment and a share. Gives us a bit of a boost. And until next time, this has been JT and Bex. Bye.
Bye.
There we go. Oh.